Hey everybody, Rosebatter here. Welcome to part 4 of my Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair Let's Play. In the last episode, we had our first murder, and shockingly enough, it was Byakuya who got killed, which I have to say I did not see coming. So we have done our investigation, and now it is time to go into the first class trial. So wish me luck. Let's hope I don't screw this up too badly. Okay, so here we are. We left off just before the class trial, and before I actually get started, I do want to purchase a few skills. I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to do that before, like, once we get to the class trial, so I want to make sure I've got that taken care of first. And people did say that the best thing to do would be to wait until I know which minigames give me trouble and then buy skills that are specifically for that. But one I did want to get, I'm trying to remember, I think it was Attentive Influence. So it's kind of like your health bar. So I feel like this would be a good overall one to have, just to like give me a little bit of an edge. So I'm just gonna get this one for now. And then once I know which areas I have trouble with, I will focus on getting skills that help me out with that. But I just wanted to get, you know, at least one, but I do want to save some of my, what are they called? Oh, I've forgotten already. Hope fragments, that's what they're called. So, yeah, unfortunately, I didn't realize that I had a finite time to get all of the Monokuma statues per chapter, so unfortunately I didn't get all of them, and that's apparently very important, so that was my bad. I will know for the next chapter to make sure I get as many Monokuma figurines as possible. But enough chatting, let's go ahead and get this started. So I'm guessing I have to click on Monokuma Rock, and we're going to go ahead, go in there, and let's get this going. What the? Something shaking? This is dangerous. Everybody, please get down. Whoa, okay. That's pretty cool. Something came out?
No way.
Could it be, is he telling us to enter it?
What?
Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Magazi is trembling with fear. I love his names for the hamsters. That's so totally suspicious.
Hey!
Forgive me. Seriously, just forgive me already. Wait, forgive me? Did you do it? Did you do it, Soda Man? Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
No way!
There's no way. There's just no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid!
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up, for God's sake. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys.
Yep.
If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. And yeah, speaking of difficulty level, I was told that unlike the first game, they're not just going to hand me the answers here. I'm gonna have to work for this one. I guess they assume, you know, people who've played who are playing this game have played the first one, so they're not gonna give me as much leeway. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock, oh, okay, so there is an elevator just like the first game. This is an elevator. I see, this entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases.
However,
if he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. You're right. It's so weird seeing the elevator again. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. I'm interested to see what it's gonna look like this time. There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending. And then the elevator door slowly opened. Oh my god. I mean, I knew, like,
Welcome!
the whole thing about this game is, like, bigger and better than the last one, but wow, he really upped his game here. Okay, welcome.
Ta-da!
This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fates.
Why, you...
What the hell is he thinking, locking us in a shitty-looking place like this? I don't know, dude. I think this looks pretty bomb. I mean, not saying I enjoy what's happening to us right now, but there could be worse places.
Don't fuck with me!
Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole. I feel like he's talking directly to me. Complain all you like. I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written. It looks like everyone knows. Even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked towards the seats we'd been assigned. This looks less like a courtroom and kind of like a game show almost. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. Oh, it has been a week, so I'm gonna have to get a little refresher about. I remember certain things here and there. The ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. I'm assuming they will still give me a run-through of everything. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending. But he also had a strong sense of responsibility. Like I said in the last episode, I can't believe I'm actually upset that he's dead. Like, in the first game, I hated him so much, but I am a little upset about this. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us? I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But if it's really true, we need to find out by any means possible, because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Okay, cool. So, I'm glad that they have this whole thing here. So I've got my skills set. So I've only got one so far, so that's easy enough. Alright, so before we get into the class trial, I do want to give my kind of theories about who the killer might be. So I'm going based off of who wasn't in the room at the time, and I've had some time to think about who the most likely suspect was. I know I was thinking about Peko, of course, business boy, always a suspect. The fact that he wasn't around at all during the whole thing is very suspicious, but I feel like the game is trying to lead us to doubt him and to, like, suspect him as kind of a red herring. But based on the people who weren't in the room at the time and who could have done it, I am going to say I think it's Teru Teru for a couple of reasons. One, the whole thing about, you know, there was a missing, I'm trying to remember, there was something missing in the list that Byakuya was looking at, things in the kitchen that could be used as weapons. And they talked about how whatever killed him was a very thin, I'm trying to remember what the thing was, but basically it was something that was a very thin thing that could basically reach up through the floorboards and stab him that way. So I'm thinking maybe Teru Teru took one of those, like, because they made a big deal about those, I am so sorry, I'm blanking on words right now. Like the spear things that he used, like, to put the meat on. I'm trying to remember what the word for it. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. So maybe he hid one of those. He snuck away when the lights were off, somehow got under the floorboards and stabbed Byakuya there. But I still don't know how Byakuya could have got under the table, how someone was able to transport him there. And I don't know, that's just my theory. I'm thinking maybe he put something in Peko's food to make her, like, have to use the washroom, so she wasn't able to guard the office. So while he was supposedly in the kitchen, he was able to go off and do some other things. So it's a very flimsy hypothesis, but I'm going to say I think it's Teru Teru. I don't want to believe it's Chiaki. I know she was on guard. I don't want to believe it's her. I'm kind of hoping it's Business Boy, because he is my least favorite character. But that's my guess. So we'll see if I'm completely off. I'm really interested to just get into this, so let's see if I'm right or wrong. All right, and
Now
you guys
then,
told me
let's
don't...
begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
You told me don't skip the class trial explanations. Oh, poor Monami. Poor Monami just hanging out there. All right, so I'm not gonna skip these. I'm gonna make sure to listen.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Okay, Nagito looks way too happy to be here right now. Look at that smile on his face.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
I still don't know what to think of Monami, if I can trust her or not.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice.
Yeah, okay.
Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
It's just like, after that stunt that he pulled at the, the last trial of the last game, we'll see.
You hate me that much?
Aw, Monami.
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Oh yeah, like you aren't, buddy.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body.
Yeah, this is something I
underneath the table.
definitely want to clear up, is how Byakuya's body moved from standing by the wall to under a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
It's all about just breaking things down little by little. We all know this. The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately, we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that... No, thinking about if is a waste of time. Ah, man, this feels so much more hopeless because at least in the first game, we had Kyoko who kind of was able to, like... I don't know, she was just able to bring things together, but now we're just kind of like... We're just a bunch of high schoolers and we're trying to figure out a murder, but I'm still curious about Nagito. He does seem to be very on top of things, almost a little bit too much. We have to do this, no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. From this point, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment, and I will not skip them. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. And also, it has been a long time since I've done a class trial, so, I mean, either way, I should refresh myself. During these discussions, all your classmates will speak one after the other without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within those statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to move the reticle and fire with triangle. Alright, the basic controls I have to remember. Pay close attention to each character's statements and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note, if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Alright. I have a feeling I will be clicking the option button a few times during this trial. Good luck, and have fun. Alright. I do like the fact that they said only the relevant ones will be loaded. At least they gave me that much at the beginning.
Why was Byakuya's body?
Okay, I do remember how
place
to
like
use the
that?
truth bullets. Alright.
His body was underneath the table, at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why?
Obviously, by hiding the body, they tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
Okay, you're really enjoying this too much, Ibuki. Like, a lot. What he just said was strange. It clearly contradicts the information I know. Okay, so
Why was
so something
Byakuya's
that
body
he said.
in a place like that?
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Really quick. I'm just gonna remember how to do this. Okay, so triangle is to do the thing. Circle, fast forward. Truth bullet, select, concentrates. Okay.
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
All right, so this is the thing that I have to... All right, what do I have
Obviously,
here?
by hiding the body, they tried to delay its discovery!
Okay, is it gaps in floorboard or
Like
is
a
it the
dog
blood
burying a
stain?
bone!
Oh, no, it would be the blood stain because if the body was dragged there, then you would have the blood stain like move from where he was. So obviously he was killed under the table because that's where the blood stain was. Okay.
Why was Byakuya's body in
We're
a place like
I'm
that?
slowly kind of getting back into this again.
His body was underneath at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there. No, that's wrong.
All right. This feels good. It feels good to do this again. Well, when I'm doing the right
No.
things anyway.
I don't think the killer moved the body. Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
There are so many questions I have about all this, like, is that Byakuya's, the night vision goggles? Is that the knife that we used to kill him, or was it something else? I have so many questions about this.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Aw, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
This guy, Kazuichi, he's a little suspicious too. I don't know. I forgot about him. He has been acting pretty suspicious throughout this whole thing. I'm still going with my Teru Teru theory, but he's been kind of weird too. I don't know.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
All right, you are contributing nothing to the conversation. God, you're like a little child. I wish I could just put you in timeout.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
Yes, I just said that.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed.
And then there was a whole thing about like the knife that was like with the tape. So it's like it was taped to the table. So he must have known it was there. So maybe he was going under there to grab a knife and then I don't know.
Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
It's almost like someone knew he was gonna try and, like, maybe Byakuya was trying to kill someone and he had that knife hidden there, but someone got to him first. But I don't know. I feel like that's not something he would do.
That does make sense, but why did he
Yes.
go under the table?
Exactly. This is what I want to know.
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
Okay, you're acting like you know him, and jokester is not a word I would use to describe him.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
Everything Teru Teru says makes me just like, I'm so suspicious of you.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason Byakuya dove under the table, if it's connected to what he was doing during the party, then it's probably... Oh, okay. Well, that, like I said, the knife was something that I was thinking about. But let me go through the other things here. I still can't believe this is like a thing that actually is part of this. Oh my goodness. All right. Is it, maybe it's the Duralumin case? No, because it's related to the actual, to the fact that it's the table itself, why he was under the table. So, like, I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, I guess so.
I can prove it with this.
Am I right?
It probably has something to do with
Okay,
the knife
cool.
we found under the table.
That was a guess.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
But then I'm thinking, like, Nagito... See, this is another thing, too. Like, Nagito was helping to set things up, so he could possibly, you know, have put the knife there. But then I'm thinking, like, Taro was in charge of the food, so Taro could have put the knife under there for later, and then Byakuya discovered it, and Taro didn't want to be found out, and he used something, skewer. That is the word I was thinking of before. Maybe he used a skewer instead to stab him.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility.
I am excited to see if my theory is anywhere close to being correct, because I really can't think of, like, another possibility.
But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment.
Well, how could he see it if it was under the table, though?
Like, for example, he might have seen someone
Oh.
trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me
Okay.
up.
And I do want to know more about Peko, because she's been very secretive about like where she was during this whole thing. Like, I'm guessing she probably is embarrassed that she maybe got like food poisoning and she was in the bathroom the whole time.
This is almost like a real trial!
Okay, during the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. But from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. Of course. No matter how many weak spots there are, there will be only one liar contradiction in the debate at a time. Well, that's good. I'm glad that they're not throwing more out there to make it more difficult. This means there will be false weak spots. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. If you concentrate by holding down the R1 button, you can progress the argument slowly. Okay, the R1 button, that was one thing in the first game I was bad at, is not concentrating enough and panicking and making mistakes, so I gotta try and remember that. Use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. This does not this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. Alright, so now we're gonna have a couple more options to pick apart here. And of course we've got, oh my goodness, there's a lot of truth bullets. Well, that's a little intimidating.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table
Alright,
during the blackout.
well, let's go ahead and see which ones we've got here.
That sounds correct.
If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands
I love she's calling him that even during the
must have
trial.
seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black!
It was so dark I couldn't see my food.
I feel like a lot of
Byakuya
these
couldn't see
people
in the dark
are not
either.
taking things seriously.
I doubt he could have seen the killer.
It's true, getting under that table during the blackout would have been nearly impossible, but... Okay.
I'm sure Byakuya
Oh,
ducked under
that's
the
funny.
table.
Look at that's exactly what I was about to
during
pick.
the blackout.
So it was the one where she says there's no way he
That
could have
sounds
possibly
correct.
seen it.
If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black!
It was so dark I couldn't see my food. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong.
All right, so there we go. And I even used concentrate. I actually remembered. We'll see how long I remember to do that for before I completely
Byakuya
start
was
screwing
probably
up.
the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So that means he must have anticipated that someone was going to cut the power, right?
So...
Unless he was just
Are you
like
saying
that
Byakuya was the one who
prepared, that
used
he
those
thought
night
that that
vision
might
goggles?
happen.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Whoa. Okay. Wow, she just jumped
no,
on me
that's
there.
obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Okay.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Okay, I guess that's a fair point. Were you surprised by Mahiru's sudden argument? Yes, I was. Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called the Rebuttal Showdown. Oh, is this similar to the, what was it called? I can't remember what the thing is where you had to do like that rhythm game that I did not like. I hope that's not what this is like. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the left stick. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know when to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. What? Okay, this is completely different. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew towards their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. Oh my god, this sounds bad already. I think this is one you guys warned me about, saying that, I think this is the one that Peko, you can get one from her where it helps you out with this whole thing. It makes it easier, so that probably means that this is going to be a little bit difficult. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging weak spots. Oh my god, it seems like there's a lot of things I have to kind of keep in mind for this. I think I'm gonna dislike this more than the other one. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage, plus it's gonna be very big. What? Just like a regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the triangle button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. I guess it's kind of like at the end of that where you had to have the right truth bullet when you make your final statement. What's a truth blade? I'm terribly sorry. It appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your Houndbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? Okay, good luck. I'm so scared of this. I don't what to do.
If you just use...
Okay, right now I am checking.
Common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles.
Okay, what
That's gotta be it.
What? What? Okay, I can't advance forward if I'm just listening. I don't even know, like, right away, I'm just like, what? I should let Mahiru say what she wants to say and then find a point I can argue against.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Okay, I don't know what to do here. What the heck? I'm trying to let her say what she wants to say, but then it keeps saying danger, danger, and then...
If you just use common sense...
Okay, I'll let her talk. I'll let her talk.
The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Damn it!
Oh my god. Okay, I can't just listen to what she's saying. I also need to respond.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Oh, I don't know what to do here.
If you just use the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Is that? Okay.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Oh, okay.
Damn it!
I was overcome. She's gonna go back to the original. I don't know what I'm doing.
You just used the killer obviously used those night vision goggles.
This is terrible.
That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
I really don't like this.
Because if they used night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's so those goggles were planned. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Oh, crap. I found a hole in your argument. I'm sure Byakuya brought the night vision goggles. I need to refute Mahiru's claim with evidence.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark.
Okay, I'm guessing it's the Duralumin case, because that's how we would have brought them.
So those goggles were planned. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Okay, did I do it? Yes?
No.
Okay,
Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
That was terrible. In terms of, like, I have no idea what I was doing there. I was just flailing wildly. So I am definitely going to be getting skills to help me out with this. And I'm really scared, like, if it's going to get even harder than that, because holy crap. I did not like that one. I will say right off the bat, I did not like that minigame.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party.
At least with the other one, that rhythm game in the first one, I had an idea of what to do, and maybe I'll get better with this one, but that was me just flailing around and hoping that I was doing it right.
We found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Once again, she seems to be having too much fun with this whole class trial.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case.
That's right, because he's the only one
around before the blackout.
And he had the key, right?
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
That's okay, Mahiru. Even though you put me through that stupid mini game, you're still cool.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
Okay, Teru. I feel like you're deflecting here.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I?
And it's reasons like this I hope you're the killer. Because then I never have to hear another creepy thing from you again.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too? No, that's not possible. Wait, why is it not possible? The knife was hidden in the dining hall. Oh, that's right, because of the duct tape. I was just talking about that.
I see!
Okay, I'm doing okay so far.
There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape?
Oh god, the creepy eyes. I wonder if he's making that face because I'm figuring out things and he's getting nervous.
They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Just even, oh, mon ami.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
Once again, I mean, I guess he was just super prepared, or he predicted that someone was going to cut the power.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Oh, well, Nagito, you know about this, right? Because of the warning.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
Okay, throwing it back on me. Well, thankfully I know what you're talking about. That's right, Byakuya probably... Oh, I don't know why it does that sometimes. Before I finish reading it, it just goes to that. Okay, where is it? Murder threats, there we go.
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this?
I wonder if we could do like a, what's it called? Like a handwriting thing? Have everybody write something down and then just match up their handwriting? I feel like that would be easy enough.
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
Was it you, Monami?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies!
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
Except you think if that were the case, Byakuya would be more, making sure that everybody was in the room together rather than having someone be on lookout and having like a business boy just being able, I guess he couldn't force him to come, but there's a lot of people that weren't accounted for, so that's a little suspicious.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility.
But then again, at the same time, if he
believe the letter was legitimate.
If he was too forceful about it and he told people about the threat, I mean, the whole thing was that Byakuya was trying to keep it a secret, so I guess he had to kind of toe the line between being like paranoid and overly cautious, but also he didn't want to like alarm anyone.
He should have told us he received
yes.
a threatening letter.
But I know they'll have a reason for why he didn't.
If he had, we would have panicked.
Exactly.
Byakuya probably knew that too.
Look at Ibuki, she's just having the time of her life.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer. Yep. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles.
I don't suppose there's two. I feel like that would be a little bit too convenient.
But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
Wait, so now we're going back to the murderer had the night vision goggles instead of Byakuya? Or, no, the killer definitely used a mark. And because of this mark, the killer was able to get to the knife from under the table into his hands. I guess it would be the glowing paint.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark?
Alright, doing well.
With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint.
Okay, so I guess in that
right?
case, Byakuya would have the night vision goggles. But then, I guess the person would just have to know where the table is.
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
And once again, this is what I just realized. This is another reason why Teru would be a suspect, because he was in the hall cooking food, and I'm pretty sure like nobody else was around. So it would be very easy for him to get the knife and put it under the table ahead of time before other people came into the dining hall, right?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
But then I wonder if that's... I feel like that's too straightforward. And it's like this game has just kind of trained me that it's going to be more complicated than that.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
And they do have to... how did they get... Because the circuit breaker was so high up and he's so little. Well, nobody would really be able to reach it. They'd have to have, like, something to be able to hit it with, like a broom or something.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Okay, I'm excited to get into this because I don't think it was her. I'm guessing she was in the bathroom the whole time.
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
I am not the killer.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
I mean, I guess you could say that she could have used her sword to reach it, but I still don't think it's her. By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happens? Okay, after this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots, okay? When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Oh, so you have to have things that prove it's right rather than wrong. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. Oh, that's interesting. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best. Oh no, so they're not gonna tell me. Oh, that's tough. So with everything else going on, I also have to figure out if I'm trying to dispute something or if I'm trying to agree with something. Oh boy. Okay. Although I guess it will tell me, the blue ones will tell me that it's ones I have to agree with, right? Yes? I guess I'll have to see. I hope so. I hope they at least let me know, like, which ones are the ones that I have to click on agree or argue. Because if they don't, then that's just not fair.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
Okay, so they do at least.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office.
Now she's like all
Not
embarrassed
even before
about
the
it.
blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Oh, great.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Come on, girls. The fact that you had to, like, that you got sick is, like, just from listening to Peko's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her. But I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony. Oh, crap. It was Nekomaru, right? Because he said that he had to use the shitter, but someone would, like, it was locked.
Since Peko was in the office...
Well, there we go. I've got it right there. Perfect.
She could have caused the blackout at any time.
So it could be that one.
That's impossible.
Hold on. Before I do that...
Huh?
I just want to double check what it was that... what he said exactly, so I have an idea of which one. Okay, so... Nekomaru kept trying to use the bathroom since before the party started, but someone was using it the whole time. Okay, so...
Why is it impossible?
There was the one where they said...
Because I was not in the office.
She says, like, even before the blackout.
Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. I'm glad at least that they color-code it. And I hope they do that the whole time to make it easier for me.
Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
And it's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
So Peko just, like, was gonna let us accuse her because she was embarrassed that she was in the bathroom the whole time?
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time
I guess maybe she's
actually...
ashamed that she wasn't able to do what she said she was going to do.
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be true.
Please just tell us your side of the story. I want to know if my hypothesis is right about, like, maybe the food got poisoned or something.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier!
Yes, exactly.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
If I was being accused of murder, I would tell everyone what happened.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. Shit.
Okay, well, if he says it like that, I guess I would be a little embarrassed to admit it.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it.
I guess Peko is all about being, like, prim and proper.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Oh, poor
How
Peko.
about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong.
Oh my
I used
God.
the bathroom right after you, so you can
Nekomaru,
trust me.
you're horrible. In the most
said it's
innocent
fine.
way.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or
Yes,
something?
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that it got poisoned. But no, poison would be a little harsh, I guess.
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom.
Oh my God, poor Peko.
Including
She's
when
just like,
the blackout occurred.
she's just crapping her brains out, and then the power goes out, and she's just in the dark. That's got to be horrible.
Hey, how did it feel to
Ew.
do your business in the dark? Get excited.
Oh, especially the fact that I'm guessing it's him because he had access to the food and he probably is the one that did it to her. The fact that he's getting off on it right now is like doubly awful, and I hate you. I hate you.
Seriously, stop.
Yeah, please stop it.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Fuyuhiko actually has, and it's funny, like, I forgot what his name was because I keep calling him Business Boy, but Fuyuhiko actually has said something reasonable.
Hey, what's
for
the deal?
once.
Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Wow, okay. I take back what I said.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some
No,
laxatives?
laxatives. That would work too. I guess that would make more sense than, like, poison. Unless they're, like, whoever did it was trying to kill Peko.
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Peko's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. All right, yes, I want to get into this. Let's see, especially because that's kind of what I was, like, going for with my theory, so I'm really excited if that turns out to be right.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it,
Now, the other one I could think of it could be would be
you brought food to the office, right?
would be the party dishes, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
Yeah, exactly. But now
I
I'm
wouldn't
thinking.
do anything like that.
Sure you wouldn't.
Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Whether Peko's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. We need to clarify. Okay, well, now the fact that they're putting that out so early into this trial, now I'm thinking that it's not right because they wouldn't just be right off the bat like, oh, we're gonna put all the blame on Taro, he's the one who did it. So now I'm feeling it's gonna be something completely different.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating any.
Now that you mention it, you brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
I'm guessing it's the part with the when they
There
talk
might have
about
been
the
some
lax.
laxatives in it, don't you think? No, that's wrong!
It's so frustrating that Fuyuhiko actually, like, said something good. And I gotta give him some credit for that.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
Yeah, because Teru, he put together a special, like, a certain dish for her, didn't he?
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues
Oh my
as well.
god, Akane would have, like, just shit everywhere.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
Oh, he's sounding a little suspicious there,
I
though.
apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
But that was what I was guessing, too.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Oh, wow.
Cease this bickering!
Let's just dismiss Pekko's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy
Wow.
skank. You don't have to tell us.
Oh my god, some of these people are so like, the first game, for the most part, people weren't really assholes, with the exception of Byakuya a little bit. But man, there are some real assholes in this game.
Trashy skank?
As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how that blackout occurred. This is another thing that I don't really have a theory about how that could have happened. Like, obviously someone must have tripped the circuit breaker, but it's a matter of how that happened. Oh boy, there's a lot. It's just, it's a little overwhelming with how many choices there are.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Oh man, there's a lot of
maybe they
options
caused a
here.
power surge?
I bet it's really Monokuma's fault.
Oh my god, there's so many options here.
By the way, I'm not a trashy skank.
Oh boy. How did the killer trip the circuit breaker? Pretty sure I already have that clue.
Who tripped the breaker and
Okay,
how
so
did they do it?
let's go through. So Iron's in storage room.
If you can't answer
Storage
that, I'm gonna
room.
bop you on the head.
People- hold on.
Did they throw a stone
Teru's
and hit
account. Chiaki's account.
Maybe they used a remote control?
There's a lot of accounts. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna check the truth bullets and get some detail here. So there was, Okay. Okay. Chiaki's accounts. Doesn't really have anything to do with this right now. Nekomaru's accounts. We already used that for something else. What was the other thing here? Oh, geez. Okay, so that was probably whoever did that turned them all on probably to, what's the word I'm thinking of? Someone said it.
Probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
No, it
Or
wasn't
maybe
that
they caused a power surge?
That's it, the power surge. They basically
I bet it's really
overexerted
Monokuma's fault.
the
By
power.
the way, I'm not a trashy skank.
Okay, I'm hoping that's it.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they... If you can't answer that, did they throw a stone?
Maybe they used a remote...
They probably... It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Please let me be right.
Or
Please
maybe
let me
they
be
caused
right.
a power surge?
I agree with that.
Oh, yes. Okay. Not a very powerful circuit breaker if it just takes 3
It's just as
irons to be
Mayu
turned
said.
on.
The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
And once again, it would have to be someone who was able to go ahead of time and set up all of those, all the irons. So that's what I'm thinking, like, I don't want to blame Nagito, but he was by himself for a long time cleaning things up. But like I said, Teru was also by himself for a lot of time cooking the food, so he could have done it as well. And then there's Fuyuhiko, he could have somehow gotten in, but that's unlikely.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, The irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah, it seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Oh, okay. Oh no, I gotta do this again? Why?
Hold on a second,
I don't
let me
want
speak
to
too!
do this. Yakumaru, just be cool, man, please.
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Okay, it's not really an argument. What's your problem with that? I don't understand. I feel like that's a perfectly logical option. What am I supposed to do?
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was in the when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room before them and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
Okay, it's true the irons were responsible for the blackout, but that shouldn't be the only reason.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I'm doing once again. I was overcome. He's gonna go back to the original topic. Ah! I still don't quite know what I'm doing with this. I'm just slashing because it's fun.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
Okay, I still don't know which one to pick here.
The people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
I guess I should probably actually check the, which thing I'm supposed to use. Okay, so, I'm sorry if I'm not really doing this right. I guess I should think about what I actually have to use as my truth bullet. So he's talking about how people in the dining hall could have done it as well. So the choices were the night vision goggles, there was the irons, there was the, what was the other one?
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout.
The AC timer.
If the irons, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the irons. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
Okay, I guess the only one...
Then the killer had to go to the storage room before that.
Crap, I missed my chance. I missed my chance. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I was, I've been recording for an hour, so the PS4 automatically stopped recording, and then in a panic, I tried to get it to record again, and I think I missed a couple of things there, but I haven't gotten any further. I'm still trying to figure this stupid thing out.
The dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout.
So I'm gonna try the AC timer.
Then the killer had to go to the storage room before that.
Shoot.
Damn it!
I'm so bad at this. Okay, so I have to remember, press triangle to fire the bullet. So I have an idea which one to fire, but I always panic about when I'm supposed to do it.
Then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was in when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
Alright, so I gotta get back to there.
Just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to... If the irons caused the blackout, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that
I missed my chance.
Now do you intend to take back what you said?
Okay, and I got
in the dining hall
damn it, I got a time limit too, I forgot about
And the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
I am so bad at this.
The people in the dining hall weren't able to... If the irons caused the blackout...
There. Oh my god, finally. Finally. Oh, okay. And I'm happy I actually picked the right one, too. Oh my god.
Occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger.
See, the problem is I keep slashing, and then he says the statement that I have to that I have to hit, but then I just automatically slash it because I'm just instinctively slashing things, so I've got to remember not to do that. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm really bad at this minigame. I hope I get better at it.
The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Please, I don't want any more of those in this trial, but oh my god.
Air conditioners!
I have a feeling there's going to be like 3 more of those throughout this trial, because like they seem to enjoy that one.
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham-Hands died around that time, too!
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see! I understand! Indubitably!
Negimaru, you just made me... Yeah, I understand that that was important information that needed to be put out, but I'm just like, oh my god, that was so not worth all of the trouble I had to do to get to that point.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out.
So man, someone really planned out this murder.
So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
See, this is making me wonder who it could possibly be. Like, who's smart enough to have all this planned out? You know, considering that we were told only, like, I'm assuming a couple of days ago that we have to start murdering people, it's like someone immediately started planning on how to murder someone, because this took a lot of effort.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
I guess that takes away her, what's the word I'm thinking of? Her alibi, except she was still in the bathroom the whole time, you assume, although she could be lying.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun!
Oh! And I'm thinking the only person who is like, who's been in contact with Monokuma is Nagito. Like, he seems pretty comfortable talking to him, but I don't think it would be him. That would be a shocker if he turned out to be the murderer, considering he's supposed to, like, he seems to be kind of like your sidekick. But then again, you know what? Sayako was the same way. She was supposed to be your sidekick, and then she got killed off, like, almost immediately.
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. Even so, I feel regret.
No, I don't think it's Peko. I feel like she legitimately is upset that she wasn't able to do anything about it.
If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Oh my god, he almost said something nice.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry.
Nagito, why are you so suspicious?
Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
I do not know what to think of him. I really don't. Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
Am I suspicious of Nagito? This music seems like I should be, and he is talking very weird.
In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
No way, no way. Is he actually the killer?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
No way! What?
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident.
You've gotta be kidding me.
For now, we found out how the blackout occurred.
You just gloss it over like that didn't just happen?
The question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners.
He does seem like he's a different person now.
Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building.
Nagito was cleaning and he was left by himself to do all this stuff.
What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
You gotta be kidding me if he actually is the killer.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
No, this is nothing. With how these class trials are, this really isn't that long at all. I bet I'm not even like a fourth of the way through it right now.
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us
now he's
could
going
be
back
a
to how he
killer.
was before.
You're changing your story again?
And now Hajime is showing, like, doubt.
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point.
So wait, does Nagito want us to, like, be like, nobody is the killer, and then that way he gets away with it and we all die?
Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better
He really
to
wants us to
killed for
die, apparently.
believing in others?
What is wrong with this guy?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something
Yeah,
wrong
what the
with you.
hell?
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you.
You guys were all in the comments being like, Nagito, best boy, and I'm like, were you pulling my leg here?
Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have
Okay,
to
I have
find
to
out
say,
who
like,
the killer is.
I did have my doubts about him, but there's, like, I did not think, seriously, that he could possibly be the killer.
Can't stand this anymore.
And
I
now
don't want
he's-
to do this to my friends.
And now he's just flipping. He's like, who was the one who had he's like kind of like Toko a little bit with like the personality just flipping back and forth.
I don't want to do
No!
this either.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Me too! Please, take me home already!
So this is what Nagito wants. He wants us to, like, not be able to do this, and then maybe he's gonna think he's gonna get away with it.
I want to go home and eat candy!
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
Jeez, you guys, it's the first class trial and already you're all just, like, breaking down. I've been through this before. Let me lead the way. I gotcha.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
We literally just met, like, a couple of days ago. We're not friends, dude.
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
He's so creepy.
That's wrong.
Yes, Chiaki, yes, best girl. Best girl. Best girl.
I think...
No, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself.
Did you say something?
He's so creepy.
Because we've already found
Yes.
a clue that might point to who the
Yes,
killer is.
best girl. She's not falling for it.
A clue, you say?
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
No, don't keep saying you think. No, it's like you gotta snap these people out of it. You gotta be confident in what you say.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the
God,
blackout.
she is like the new Kyoko. I wonder if she's gonna take over. Maybe Nagito is gonna get killed off, and then she's gonna be my new person. But then we'll have to see, because I don't want anything to happen to her. Because when Sayaka was my assistant, well, we all know what happened there, right?
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before. I have to say, is she asking how the killer got close to the table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they needed to get close to that table while it was still dark. Oh, so it's got to be someone who was
Let's
close
try
by.
examining the situation.
Okay.
Mahiru's diagram might
That's
be useful
right.
here.
All right, I knew that the diagram was obviously going to be like a big thing in
The
this. So
diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
And look at that. Nagito is the one that's closest to the table. Just as I thought, this diagram is the clue. Damn it. Who the killer is, how they were able to move to the table in the dark. That's clearly shown in this diagram. We need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. Shoot, I still can't believe it. Man, I thought, like, when I was, like, from the first episode, I had my suspicions about Nagito, and then you guys in the comments were all like, no, Nagito is he's awesome, blah, blah, and I might be wrong. Maybe he's not the killer after all, but I don't know. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. Either way, I'm not going to be able to suspect him anymore. Oh, I've got to, well, is it the goggles? Is it... No, it'd have to be the table itself, right? Or is it the lamp? Is it the night... No, because the only way Byakuya would be able to make it to the table would be if he had the night vision goggles, because he was so far away. I'm gonna go with the lamp?
Here!
Because the lamp, like, they made a big deal about how she drew it on the diagram,
the desk
right?
lamp to move to that table in the dark.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm right. I thought I thought maybe I was just kind of bullshitting there.
Desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
No, because that was the thing is, like, Mahiru, she made a big point when, in the diagram, right? There was, like, there's no way they used the desk lamp. The killer used the power cord, because I did think it was weird that she drew it in the diagram, and they even brought that up. They were like, well, it's like, why'd you go to the trouble of drawing the power cord on the lamp? And she was like, I don't know. So it's like, obviously that was going to come back.
This.
Yes. Oh, I'm doing so
They
good
didn't turn
so
the desk
far.
lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
See, with the exception of that mini game that I'm horrible at, like, I feel like I'm almost doing too well right now, and I'm gonna hit a wall here. Or it could just be because it's the first trial and it's easier.
There's only one person here who could have done that.
I can't believe it's Nagito! What the hell? This game never ceases to surprise me. Alright, Teru, I guess you're off the hook. I guess my theory was wrong. The only person here who could have possibly done that... Well... He's just been so suspicious. That dumb smiling face.
You're the only one!
Man.
Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Man.
Me?
But I feel like we're still kind of early into the class trial, so... I don't know, there's gotta be something else to it, right?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Because the thing about these class trials is I feel like you go through at least 3 separate people who seem to be the person who did it before you actually come to the killer, and we're at 2 now. Well, maybe 2 or 3, but we'll see.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Chiaki. It's because of her that we got back on track because she chose to spoke up. She's MVP in this case. Nagito's chance to hide the knife was one he was cleaning, right?
I see.
Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning?
I did. Oh, you know what? I just realized too, right? Like, he must have, he was the one who chose, like, oh, let's draw sticks, and then he just happened to be the one who was stuck with it. So he must have known which one was the one that had that, like, red mark on it. So he intentionally wanted to be the one who was cleaning, but he wanted to make it look like it was just by chance instead of volunteering, because that would look really suspicious.
If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
I really am curious about how much more of the trial there
If it
is.
was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it,
Start to come together.
Nagito did
Yeah,
prepare the
exactly.
drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
Yeah, so it'd be very easy for him to intentionally be the one to do it. I did think that was strange. To be honest, yeah, the fact that he already had it all prepared, like he just happened to have all those sticks ready to go, I thought that was suspicious from the beginning. To go to the trouble of preparing this, just what did you think would happen? Whoever draws the chalk, and it was also his idea to be like, let's go into Byakuya's cottage, and oh, look at that, there just happened to be that envelope there. Right? It's coming together.
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious,
Yeah, but
right?
once again, like, I'm only, what, an hour and 15 minutes into this, so there's gonna be a lot more. It's not gonna end here.
If that's
There's
the
no
case,
way.
That strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Come on, what's gonna happen?
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either.
It is weird that he just kind of latched on to me from the beginning. He must have planned this from the start.
We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya.
Even if he didn't do it, I don't think I'll ever be able to trust him.
Nagito, say something.
Oh boy, what is happening here? No way. That's not it. What the hell? Wow, okay. So my suspicions were correct from the beginning. Don't trust anyone.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! Ah, how wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Those eyes. That was like, Junko, right? At that moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct.
Wow.
It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started.
But is he gonna say, but it wasn't me that killed him?
I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout.
Is he gonna say, I just set things up so that someone else would do the murder, though?
After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles.
Or maybe he did kill him.
Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table.
Okay, so he did do it.
Well, you all saw how that played out.
But the fact he didn't have any blood on him at all, that's a little suspicious.
With a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
I like I said, I thought the fact he was so eager and nice from the beginning, that was suspicious in itself.
Me? Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless.
What was his end game in all this?
Too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I'm too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Okay, so Sonia's next on the list of people to be wary about. It's always the ones you don't suspect.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito! If you were behind all of this, then did you also
don't
send
tell me that he's
threatening
not
letter?
actually the real Nagito and he's some sort of doppelganger. Ugh. I wouldn't be surprised with this dang game.
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to
See,
look
if
at,
we had done, like I
right?
said, and had like a handwriting check at the beginning of this class trial, we could have saved ourselves a lot of time.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think, somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
Chiaki is on top of things. She really is. She's so smart. I love it. So yeah, he basically controlled everything.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one
Yeah,
who
he did.
suggested
He
I guard the office.
He is the mastermind. He set everything in motion. Not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there and full of cobwebs. And I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have a chance to clean the storage room. He stayed in there for a long time. And yeah, the fact that he was, like, even during the investigation, he was all weird about hurrying me along, so... Deep in my heart, I guess I suspected him a little bit. Oh, so weird to see him again. In that case, why don't you guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions. It was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
What?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Oh, really? Oh my god, because he's the ultimate lucky student.
I see!
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
Wow.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks. But I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
I still can't get over the fact that he's just telling us all this stuff right now. This must be a short class trial unless, like I said, there's a whole bunch of stuff that still is going to be coming out here.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
It's almost like he wanted to be found out with all of the, you know, all of the stuff that he pointed me towards and helping me with the investigation.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, oh, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a
So wait, does he
stepping stone
want
to shine even
hope or does he
brighter.
want despair?
That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Yeah, I agree with that.
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Wait, what?
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this? It is not...
What? Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I literally was saying that I felt like it was too early for us to determine who the killer is.
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but... there's just...
What is Nagito's
so
endgame here?
If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke. I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
But we know who the killer is.
Oh, maybe it isn't, and maybe Nagito is okay with dying. Maybe he wants us to feel despair because we picked the wrong person and he wants to... I don't know.
Simply listening is
Ugh.
acceptable.
It's never straightforward.
However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
All right. From this point on, lines of white noise will appear... Okay, so this is the silencing thing, so I've got to remember to do that as well. Your troop bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Okay, I have to... I'm pretty sure it's X to do the silencer. You won't be able to shoot down the white noise. This will be explained later. Okay. So I can't shoot down the white noise. I just have to make sure that it's not in the way.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
Oh my god, like I know Mikan, I know she has like her issues, but I just want to be like, girl,
That
just
bastard Nagito is
spit
the
it
one
out.
who did it.
What do you want to say?
He killed Byakuya with a knife he hid.
Oh, never mind.
Oh my god, no.
Thanks for wasting our time, stinky bitch!
Okay, well let's check the... Okay, so Ibuki,
Then let's
Chiaki,
prepare to cast our
Kazuichi,
votes.
Mikan's at autopsy, Nekomaru. Okay, so I've got to check out. Why does Mikan think it's strange? Because she must know something that contradicts the crime scene. Okay, maybe it's her in her autopsy report
I
then?
think it's strange that...
Let's check it out. If it's relating, I'm guessing it's relating to that because it's something that she obviously has a lot of knowledge about. Oh yeah, because that's what I said at the beginning. It was something that was really thin, right? I was saying something about it being like back when I suspected Teru, like a skewer. A thin, sharp weapon, 5mm in diameter. So we'll go ahead with the autopsy report. But I just have to figure out which part of it
The
I
killer
have
is
to...
so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with a
Oh
knife
yeah, that one
he
right
hid.
there.
No, that's wrong.
Yes, alright.
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Mikan?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5mm in diameter.
5mm in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Hey, that better be true.
See, I'm
if you
trying to-
screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
God damn, Fuyuhiko. I can't wait until... I hope I hope he goes at some point. More than anyone here. But yeah, like I was saying, I was thinking about the skewers because they made a big deal about it during the dinner. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else that could possibly be a weapon like that. There's a lot of potential things in a kitchen it could be.
Not a whorehouse! Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikan?
Nagito.
As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
I still don't know what his deal is. Like, what is his purpose?
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
It's like he wants us to pick the wrong person because he wants us all to die, but then he would die too.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikan's the one who said it.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Chiaki. She's gonna say something and it's gonna pull it all together.
Nagito, are you still hiding something?
She is so perceptive.
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
Oh my god, she really is like Kyoko.
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
What happened during the blackout? If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Oh my god. Just like, I feel like just like the second game has more jerks, there's a lot of people here that just kind of don't seem to be all with it compared to the first game.
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it? What's not it?
The truth is beyond our sight. No, that can't be it. There should be some way to find out what happened in the dark. Okay, I'm just looking through the things that so far we haven't used. I'm so curious about how that is going to come up in the case. Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. So something obviously happened there. I've just been so focused on reading this, I can't even remember what I was supposed to... Oh yeah, there's something about, like... Oh, find out what happened in the dark. Okay, Okay, well there's that. Okay, I'm thinking this is it because there's this part here where where was the thing? Byakuya says, "What the hell? What's going on here?" This is so that must be when he discovered Nagito. So I'm guessing they're talking about things that you can't see, but hopefully this is it.
I can prove it with this.
Yes. All right.
Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
Oh, real?
She actually gets to be useful in this case. Don't act so surprised.
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know?
I also thought it was really weird the fact that you couldn't hear any sort of scuffle between Byakuya and whoever killed him.
You guys?
Like, there's no sounds of pain or anything.
Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Oh. I didn't even, like, make that connection. Nagito got hurt. But he didn't have any signs of it.
It almost sounds like...
Oh, that's a pretty
Byakuya
pitiful
fought
little
back against
ow.
Nagito
Like, that's it? Like, if you get stabbed or something, you're just like, ow. That's it.
Well, that's actually what happened.
Huh?
As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
What? Okay.
He shoved you out?
Oh, okay. Okay,
Just as the blackout occurred.
Okay, so
I
he saw
hurried to
him
duck
do it,
under
and
the
he must
table
have
and grabbed the
went
knife.
over and...
But
Okay.
Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table.
I'm surprised you didn't hear during Ibuki saying bum 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 as he runs over to the table.
That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife, and he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it? Well, it sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the time.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
I can interpret it like that. No, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds like exactly what happened.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint. I didn't even know where the power cord
Wait,
was.
so someone else killed Byakuya then?
Before I realized it, the lights had come back on.
Oh my god, are you serious?
His body was lying under the table.
I shouldn't be surprised considering that's how the game was, and I literally said it wasn't going to be that straightforward, but still, like, who else could it be?
Hold on. Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw
Jeez.
a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan.
So now we're kind of back at square one here.
But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles. What happened after that? Even I don't know.
I wonder if Nagito... Was Nagito planning on killing Byakuya from the beginning, or was he just going to kill someone indiscriminately?
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be?
No.
We spent all this time talking back and forth!
I feel the same way.
Meaninglessness. What other word is brimming with so much despair?
So he really does want to spare. I guess he must be working with Monokuma? I don't know.
But you can't give up.
But then he wants hope.
You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward.
I guess maybe he's kind of like Monokuma and Monami, where he's like that the dichotomy between the two.
Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
I guess I can understand why you guys like Nagito. He definitely seems like an interesting character, but I'm just like, man, he played me so hard. Is Nagito really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I can say that. I just thought I knew him, but this whole time, I didn't know anything about this guy. Like I said, you guys met each other like a few days ago. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on that. We need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, we'll die here. Oh, right. I forgot about that. So, yeah, I was told that there's halfway, I guess I'm halfway through. Now then, the class trial has reached its climax, but... Okay, here's a question for you. What's this? To those of you who figured out what it is, how about you try the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their save data melt away like butter. But if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion. Okay, the game's not actually going to do that, is it? Please? Please don't do that. 10 billion? Of course, for those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue on.
Now then, what are you gonna do?
Sorry guys, I am not risking my save data. I'm just... Oh, just kidding, you can't make a choice. There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is.
And of course, there's no $10 billion either.
You're so evil.
Villain, you're truly a villain. All right, we're gonna keep going on.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed, and his killer is among this group of students? Nope, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it, 'cause I believe in everyone.
So, I guess, like, Nagito's kind of like I said, kind of like Monami and kind of like Monokuma, and he's being pulled in different directions.
So do your best.
He wants
and
to believe in hope.
Don't forget to save regularly.
But he wants to spare as well.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
Who else could it be? I guess so I'm kind of back to maybe like Teruteru being a suspect, because he was like my main guy I suspected. And now that Nagito says he's not the killer, I'm going to assume he was pretty truthful about everything. He's pretty forthcoming about how he wanted to kill someone. So I guess it's not him.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true...
Yeah, that's what I said.
I feel Nagito looks, you know, clean.
Exactly, he wouldn't have had time to, like, change his clothes or anything.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Why does Mikan think Nagito looks clean? He isn't injured? There's no blood. Nagito, well, I guess it would be blood, right?
I see.
If you were to stab someone, you'd get some blood on you.
Say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it. Because under the table,
exactly,
there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
Yeah, there's no way he would have been able to get out of that clean. But who would have had time to clean themselves up then?
It's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
Oh, so that's probably what the the sheets that was in the storage room that was full of blood, maybe that was someone like cleaning themselves up?
I didn't get any blood on me. That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something.
Is it what I literally just said about the sheet?
Isn't that right, Hajime?
Oh, it's so creepy the way he's saying that. Yes, there's only one thing he could have used to block the blood splatter.
I can prove it with this! You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
Once again, this is a lot of things to have happened in the span of, what, a couple of minutes when the lights were off?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big.
So it would have had to have been
So even if
someone
you
that
try
was
to
able
hide
to
it,
hide
you can take
away.
it with you.
This is why it's coming back to me with Teru Teru, is because he came into the room after everybody else being like, oh, you know, I was in the kitchen the whole time, right?
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
And the thing about it too is Nagito was the only one that knew that that blackout was going to happen. So for someone to like jump on that opportunity and kill Byakuya so quickly and then like get themselves cleaned up and act like nothing happened, I feel like that wouldn't work.
Then what does it mean?
I don't know. I'm stuck again.
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Oh, yes, we're going back to that, the floorboards. So someone was underneath the building. Huh? I love Chiaki so much. She's so good at, like, just moving us right along.
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there.
But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
I don't understand at all!
The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different?
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Don't talk to me.
Really? But it sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but
yeah,
it's still not clear
I'm feeling
what that
I'm
is.
feeling exactly the same way. We're getting there though. We are.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense. Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
I love that she just says "I think" at the end, or she's like, she's got it, but she's still a little uncertain of herself, and that's why I love her. In scenes where you have to figure out improved Hangman's Gambit. Okay. The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a keyword related to the incident in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a little puzzle game. Oh no, I'm terrible at puzzle games. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. If 2 different letters clash, you'll take damage. If 2 of the same letters clash, they will fuse. You must make 2 of the same letters clash while you try not to let 2 different letters clash, okay? That's what's most important. In order to do that, you've been given a technique to catch and release. When you move the reticle with the left stick and press the X button while it's on top of a letter, you can snatch the letter like a vacuum. This is what it means to catch a letter. You can only catch 1 letter at a time, so please be careful. Oh my god, they're making everything so complicated! The Hangman's Gambit was so easy in the first one. When you press the X button while you have a letter caught, you can shoot it where your cursor is aiming. This is how you release the letter. With catch and release, you can change the position of the letters and hit letters into each other. Make sure you hit the same letters so you can fuse them. The fused letters will freeze and get bigger. By pressing the X button, you can blow it up and erase from the field. This is called firing the letters. Okay, catch and release with X button, and after you fuse them, fire with X button. It's a whole lot of X buttons. Alright. Instead of pressing the X button to fire oh my god, please press the triangle button. That happens at the same time the letter blows up. It will be sent to the keyword list. I don't understand. If a sent letter is correct, it will fit into the keyword list. If not, the influence gauge will take damage. You must write the keyword in order. Based on the flying letters, please think about the completed word. If you leave a fused letter alone for a while, it will just blow up on its own. It will still damage you, so please be careful. I don't understand. No, I don't. I'm hoping it'll make more sense when I actually see it in action. Oh no, why can't they just leave things be? the place Byakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more. I have a feeling I can see something. All right, what is this gonna look like? I'm so nervous about this one. Okay, let's take a look at this. So catch, release, explode. Letter explosion sent to keyword. Okay. So I have to, okay. And I gotta do it in order too. So. Okay. So. I'm guessing it's something to do with the table, like underneath the table. So let's try, oh, okay. I have no idea what I'm doing there. All right, let's try under. So X. Oh, X. Okay. So that works. All right, so and oh, right, I have to make sure. I forgot about that. I can't let them. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's, oh, geez, right. Ah, this is really, okay, so D. So I gotta make sure they don't crash into each other. Ah! Oh no. Okay. This is actually kind of interesting, but that's a lot to remember. All right. Let's get rid of that. Those two are gonna crash into each other. Let's explode that. Okay, I think I got it now. So it's just a matter of making sure that they don't crash into each other. E. Okay, I need an R. Is that an R? Yes, it is. Okay. See it? Yes, all right. T. Oh, shoot. Right. Oh, man. This is gonna take me a while. They move so slowly. I need a T. Assuming that's right. Okay, no, that's an L, damn it. F. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, no, I just destroyed my T. Come on. Oh, this is so frustrating that I have to do it in order, too. Okay, T, boom. Oh no, I destroyed it instead of... okay. Oh, crap. Oh, T. Oh god, they're coming faster now. Oh shoot. Oh. Oh no, okay. T. Oh no, I just destroyed my T. Oh no. Oh no. This is really hard. Come on, give me a T. Oh no, everything's just gonna crash into each other now. No. Oh my god, where are the T's? I only have I'm screwed. I only have a minute left and I'm not getting anything. Okay. Give me an A. Oh, shit. I keep destroying them. No. I meant to... Oh, no. I meant to hit triangle instead. Oh. Okay. T, triangle. No, I lost my T. I'm gonna lose. Like, I know what to do now, but I keep instinctively hitting X instead of, Oh, no. I wish I didn't have to do it in order. I'm not getting the words that I need. I just want a T, you guys. Just give me a T, please. They keep giving me Fs. I'm gonna lose here. Shoot. All because they won't give me T's. I haven't seen an A in a while. I'm boned. Yep, I lose. Crap. Time's up. I lost that one. I gotta do it again. Everyone doubts me. Yeah, trial has come to an end. I didn't like that one either. Okay, let me do it again. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. But yes, it's me. Why? I don't know why they would suspect me. Why wouldn't they suspect Nagito? Yes, I know, they're all gonna be punished.
This is our end?
No, it's not. Let me do it again. Yes, of course I would.
We will never give up!
Sorry, you guys. Alright, I know what to do now. I just need to make sure I get the right letters. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. Ah, right away. Triangle, triangle. Alright, give me the N, give me the N. I don't know why you're not giving me an N. Come on. Here we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Ah. Okay, T. Okay. Oh, that's not it? Oh, I thought it was under the table. Oh, God, floor, under the floor. That's why there were so many Fs before, and I was like, where are all these Fs coming from? Okay. I feel so dumb all this time. That was why I wasn't getting any Ts. Okay. Right, shoot. Ah, wrong. Wrong. No, go. I just need an R. I just need an R. Give me an R. There we go. We got it. Yes! Whew. Okay. I really prefer the old Hangman's Gambit. Sorry, you guys. I'm sorry that took me so long.
The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
It's a little bit of a learning curve.
Under the floorboards?
Hopefully I'll be better eventually, but then I feel like it's just gonna get harder, and and then I'm definitely gonna get the skills to help me out with certain ones. Oh man.
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
Whew.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. Where? And how?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
That's right. If I remember correctly, one person here should know how to get under the floorboards. Ah, crap. Oh, geez, it's Gundam, right? Because he went to go get his earring. Oh,
You're
man.
the only one!
I didn't even think about that. Could it possibly be Gundam?
Hey, Gundam. You dropped your earring in the
No
dining
way.
hall,
I don't
right?
want to believe it. I like Gundam.
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I don't think it's him. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't quite have a reason, but then again, I don't know if any of us really have a reason.
I said, are you referring
Plus,
to the Hellhound earring?
I also don't want it to be him because I don't want him to go away because I like him. I want to know more about him.
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboard, right?
Please don't let it be Gundam. There it is. I found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. Fwahaha, fwahaha. It seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you. However, how do I recover it? I can't fit my arm through the opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either. Yeah, they never really said how he got it back, just that he did get it back.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation.
Oh, please
And if
don't
he
let
had
it
it
be
on by the
him.
time the class
Don't
trial
let it be
began.
Gundam. Come on. I never would have suspected
And that
that.
means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
Hopefully this is just them saying it's possible to get under the floorboards, not that Gundam did it.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 Dark Devas of Destruction,
He used the
it is
hamster.
of no concern.
Okay. That makes sense.
Truly, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
How funny would that be if Gundam used his hamsters to kill Byakuya?
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room.
Oh, okay. Oh, there is.
One of my 4 Dark Devas of
Aha.
Destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos.
Okay, so I was right about there being, I think I mentioned that before, about how there might be some sort of like door, like trap door or something to get in, but who could have known about that other than Nagito? And then Gundam, but that was after the fact.
A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes.
Who else would be in the storage room?
After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
And once again, my whole thing about Teru Teru, look at it, the kitchen is right next to the storage room. And maybe maybe he went to go get something from the storage room and he found the trap door. I don't know.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
And like I said, who would have like something that was that thin as a weapon? Teru Teru with a skewer. That's my guess. It's like Clue. It's like, you know, this person in this room with this weapon. That's my guess.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh. You're just trying to deflect attention from yourself.
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy? Like...
No, I'm not talking about your sound effects. You were saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
I guess it could have been Fuyuhiko. I mean, he was never at the party, but how would he know about it without being inside the building?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Who wasn't at the party again?
Oh,
didn't
now,
participate,
yeah,
but
see, now we're gonna
I was
be like,
guarding the
it was
entrance,
Fuyuhiko,
remember?
but it wasn't.
Monami over there can be my witness, right? Yes! This Monami over here is your witness!
Look at it, she served a purpose.
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
Poor Peko. So we are back to the potential.
I was in the kitchen
of
for a
that-
long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
Look at you sweating, though. Look at you sweat.
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout... It obviously has to be him.
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Believe me, I really wish he was.
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like, I can do it?
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
Yeah, you're not helping your case there, business boy.
See? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Good news, you are now allowed to use the silencer. Use the silencer with the X button as many times as you want. Alright, now I remember the white noise. Although, not to say that I was good at it. I was pretty bad at using the silencer, so just because I've done it before doesn't mean I'm any good at it. Oh, I wish I had my difficulty set to gentle sometimes, but that wouldn't make it fun. It's not fun if it's too easy, right? Bang, 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 bang. Alright, let's do this. Oh boy, oh so many accounts.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day.
Oh god, I hate you.
Without going to the storage room in the dark.
I hate you.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
I guess I should actually check this here.
The culprit is self-evident.
The only person who doesn't have an alibi during the party is Fuyuhiko, but is he really the killer?
During the party, the killer
well, the only person who saw him
like
was, what's her face? Chiaki.
They could have stared at panties all day.
Okay, we're skipping past Tero. He says nothing of importance.
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started...
I guess it's the thing where it says he has
saw
no
you,
alibi.
You know? That means you have no alibi.
Oh, crap. I meant to hit...
The culprit is self-evident.
Shoot, I meant to hit the concentrate, and I didn't.
During the party, they was lurking under the...
And they could have stared at panties all day.
Yeah, because, like, all the other
Without
ones...
going to the storage room in the dark.
Chiaki's the only one who saw
Is that true,
Fuyuhiko, so I'm guessing that's
like
what it is.
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
No, that's wrong.
Oof, all right.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Huh? What happened, Fuyuhiko? Oh, hey, what are you doing here all alone at a place like this? I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. How diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
He just wants to be a part of our group. He's such a tsundere.
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh, no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Yeah, he's weird. We know this.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I
Yeah,
already
so there we go. So it
confirmed
has to
that.
be someone who is inside the building. So Fuyuhiko is, you know, exempt, unfortunately.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
All right, well, once again, let's go through who it could possibly be. So there's Teru Teru, there's Peko, although I believe her when she says she was in the bathroom. She seems too ashamed of herself to lie. Chiaki, well, she has Monami to, you know, as, what's the word I'm thinking of, as like a witness that she didn't go inside. So I don't think there's anyone really else that it could be.
During the party, it was probably during the blackout.
Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that he left to go to the office. So, oh, it could be Kazuichi as well.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
But I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again...
It appears we're getting close to the final stage.
Oh, I hope so. This has been going on for a while. I mean, I know that these class trials are long, but my goodness.
The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.